I am Jason Abraham, the Shadow Teacher 33, the Shadow Teacher 33 YouTube channel, the Shadow Teacher 33 BitChute channel. These channels are devoted to exploring the expansive nature of human potential and the great mystery of the human condition. And I go into areas of manifestation, areas of, some would say, self-help, just concepts of good living, as this is my journey in my coaching as well as in my own practice. But one truth that I find is that so many of the answers we seek rely in mystical traditions, ancient traditions that have been around forever. So many people gravitate to what science is uncovering, these new hacks that elicit a sensation, that elicit a feeling, that elicit a specific result very quick. But the real stuff, the great powers that are latent within humans, there's been knowledge of this ever since the dawn of time. And tapping in to these latent powers, a lot of it is just very basic, simple things, such as being clear on our path, our purpose, being dedicated to our path and purpose, having time to be still, to reflect, to simply remind this expression of consciousness that our physical body, our circumstances, our minds, our stories, our thoughts are not the truth of who we are. Essentially what I'm describing is just the path of a yogi. Our purpose is our dharma, our way in the world. We dedicate ourselves to that path. We dedicate ourselves to daily action, being present where we are each day, whatever shows up for us to do, that work that we have to do. And we have that time of stillness and meditation, of, again, disconnecting from anything that's been sticky from the illusion that we're clinging to, and reconnecting with Source, essentially. But my words are simple, but this is easier said than done. As we are born into this world where the nature of the world that we live in grabs our attention, there are survival needs that distract us, that pull us out of this state of presence. Many of us don't even know what our purpose is. Many people are caught up being triggered by their traumas, being triggered just by insecurities we had in childhood, feeling like we're not enough, feeling like we don't know why people like this other kid over there, but kids don't want to play with us, or whatever it is, like whatever, like the trauma or the story that essentially is perpetuating suffering in us, that's still driving us. So we have this other piece of, when we're in this world, in this matrix, that we need to go in and heal those traumas. There are many methods to do this, but simply going into our shadow, shedding light into our shadow, feeling those emotions that bring so much discomfort, feeling those emotions that bring suffering, and allowing those feelings to pass and move through us. I found that passage happens in tears. Tears are a beautiful thing. But when we allow that passage, we allow those emotions to be felt, and we allow them to pass through us, then that opens up space for us to ask these questions. Who am I really? What is my purpose? What is my dharma? And many people are caught up in the myth of materialism, feeling by accessing more stuff, more money, more status, that's going to give them significance in this life. But we see time and time again stories of celebrities, those who are at the top of their game in worldly celebration sometimes commit suicide. Hear stories of divorce from people who are famous and wealthy and successful by worldly standards. So there's got to be something else to it. Not that I am diminishing the value of wealth. I will say having wealth, well, is a sense, some could say security. We all need to have a stable root chakra, where in this world money is important. Having a good relationship with money is important. But money in and of itself, and the obsession and the love of money, is truly the root of all evil. But going back to what I was saying, the path of the mystic, when we've healed that trauma and we start to get an idea of our dharma, our path, then devoting each day, each moment to being in presence, being present with what we're doing, present with what's called of us that day. Practice I have is I pray. I pray for guidance. I pray to God in the morning, and I pray that I'm used for my talents and my gifts, that I can show up in full service to myself and others. And there's something to that prayer. Then, as we go through our day with this newfound awareness and presence, we have time for stillness. We have time for quiet. We have time to intentionally shut everything off, shut everything down, so that we can reconnect with Source once again. And with that being said, this is, again, my Shadow Teacher channel is just here to poke some ideas, and I am the practical mystic and the warrior of truth and the grand illusion. And if you like what I'm doing, you like these ideas, then feel free to comment and like, subscribe, and share it. And I wish you well. I wish you a sense of peace and purpose on your journey, and I'll see you on the other side.